Hi there, Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to solve IGCSE 0580 paper 22, May-June 2023. This paper is for 70 marks. Let's start. Find the temperature that is 8 degrees colder than -5. Because it is colder than -5, from -5, we can subtract -8 and you will get -13. If you don't understand, think of it as a number line. This is -5. Okay, colder than means it goes to the left hand side by 8 degrees. So move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will become -6, -7, -8, -9, -10, -11, -12, and -13. There are two prime numbers in the list. Work out the sum of these two prime numbers. 47 and 61 are two prime numbers. When you add them, you're going to get 108. Next question. On 10 days, Stephen records the number of minutes he has to wait for a train. We have to complete the stem and leaf diagram. Key is 01 represents 1 minute. So let's see which are the 1 digits. 1 and 3 already done. Then we have 4, 5, there are 2 5s, and 8. Next, we got 12 and 11. So 1 is already before, and 2. And then what do we have? 23 and 24. So 3 here and 4 here. Always count the number of digits. These are 10 digits, and now count these digits. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, very good. We didn't miss anything. Next one, find the median. To find the median, cancel one number from the top, one from down, in the order I'm showing, like this. Two numbers are remaining, 5 and 8. Add them together and then divide your answer by 2. You will get 6.5. Moving on to the other question. The distance from town A to town B on a map is 3.5 centimeter. The scale on the map is 1:250,000. Find the actual distance in kilometers from town A to town B. The first thing you need to know is if they write 250,000, that is in meters. Sorry, centimeters. So we have to change it to kilometer by dividing it by 100,000. When you divide it by 100,000, you will get 2.5. This is in kilometer now. And on the map, the scale is, it's 3.5. The actual we need to find. So cross multiply. 1 multiplied by x is equal to 2.5 multiplied by 3.5. 8.75 kilometers. We have been given a probability distribution table. One value is missing, we need to find. In probability, the sum of all the values is equal to 1. So to find the missing value, from 1 we can subtract the other values. This will give us 0.4. So B is 0.4. Question number 6. This is a set question. All the elements equal x is such that x is between and including 1 and 20. E is even numbers and m is multiples of 5. We'll write down the even numbers first here. Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Multiples of 5 are 5 times 1, 5, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 4. Find n. That means the number of elements in the set M. It is 4. Next, find the elements in the set E intersection M. E intersection M means what is in set E and what is also in set M. We have 10 and 20. So that's the answer. Y is not an element of E. Write down a possible value of Y. So we cannot write these values. You can choose any odd number you want. You can choose 1, 3, 5, 7, anything. Without using a calculator, work out 4 over 7 divided by 1 over 5 over 21. To change it manually, you multiply 1 multiplied by 21, 21, plus 5, 26 over 21. The other way is by using the calculator. You will press shift, the shift button is here, and then the fraction button. So you will get these three boxes. If you don't press the shift and the fraction button, and there are many students who will just press the fraction button, you will get two blocks and then you put the 1 over here. This is wrong. You should not do this. After this, you input your values and press equal. This is your answer that you got. Now we will write 4 over 7. The divide will turn into multiply and flip over. Write the reciprocal. Write 21 over 26. This will give us 6 over 13. This is a proper fraction, so I do not need to change it into any form. Question number 8. Here we have to solve for x. Cross multiply. 30 is equal to 6x. Shift the 6 to the other side in the denominator. Because it is a multiply, it will turn into divide. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So x is 5. Moving on to the next question. 11x minus 3. Expand the bracket. 2 multiplied by 2x is 4x. 2 multiplied by plus 9 is 18. Bring the x's on one side and the numbers on one side. When you shift, the signs will change. The negative 3 shift here, it will become positive 3. 11 minus 4 is going to be 7x. 18 plus 3 is 21. Divide 21 by 7 and you will get the answer x is more than or equal to 3. Either. Question number 9. F is the point 1, negative 4. Fg is given to us, the vector, and the vector gh is given to us. Find 3 times the vector fg. So multiply 3 with 8, 24, and 3 with negative 3, negative 9. We want to find fg plus gh. Fg is 8 and negative 3 plus negative 12 and 35. What you can do is in the calculator you write 8 plus negative 12 and the answer you get, you write it here. Same way, negative 3 plus 35, you write the answer here. We need to find the coordinate of the point G. For this question, the coordinates of G, to find the coordinates of G, if we have the vector fg, we use the point G minus f. The point which is in the end, that will be first, G minus f. We'll rearrange it, bring the negative f to the other side. So the vector fg plus f will give us the point G. G is equal to fg, which is 8 and negative 3, plus f, which is given 1 and negative 4. Same way, 8 plus 1, 9. Negative 3 plus negative 4 is negative 7. Part D, we need to find the magnitude of the vector GH. To find the magnitude, the components that we have, we will square them, put a plus in the middle, and square root the answer, which is 37. Here we have transformation questions. First, describe the single transformation that maps A onto shape B, shape A onto shape B. This is a reflection in the line. What's the line? Y is equal to 2. So that was an easy one. If you just write reflection and you don't write the equation of the mirror line, you will not get 1 mark. Part B, rotate shape A 90 degrees clockwise above the point -1, 2. Make a point at -1 and 2, this one. Then draw lines like this. At -1 and 2, draw another line. Take a tracing paper and draw this shape, okay? Afterwards, at this point, put your pencil and rotate the tracing paper 1 time because it is 90 degrees clockwise. This is clockwise, you rotate it clockwise and you will get the shape. This is how your shape will look like. Moving forward, enlarge the shape A by scale factor -2, center 2 and 0. 2 and 0 is this point here. The first thing you will do is draw lines from 2 or 3 points and see where they meet. They should pass through the point 2 and 0. This is the first line I drew from this vertex passing through the center. Now from the center to this point there is 1 unit. Multiply by 2 because the scale factor is 2. That will give us 2. 1 multiplied by 2, 2. So move 2 upwards on the line and it's this point. Question number 11. We have been given a shape ABCD formed by the sectors of 2 circles with the same center O. Both sector angles are 140 degrees and the radius of both has been given to us. This is OC radius 3.2 and OB is going to be 3.2 plus 2.6. The area of the shape is K pi square centimeter. Find the value of K. To find the area of the sector, we use the formula theta over 360 multiplied by pi r square. The shaded area can be found by finding the area of big sector minus the area of the small sector by using this formula. Theta is the angle which is 140. So let's write 140 over 360 multiplied by pi. What is our r for the big one? Radius is 3.2 plus 2.6 which is 5.8 minus area of small sector which is 140 over 360 multiplied by pi multiplied by 3.2 square. Don't put the pi in the calculator. Put these numbers first in the calculator. Or even if you put, it's not going to be a problem. It's going to give us 5887 over 455. The next one, 896 over 2255. This will give you 91 over 10 pi. Now, if you put the whole thing in the calculator, you're going to get a decimal. Just put this part in the calculator, that is 9.1 pi. So the value of k is 9.1. One solution of the equation ax squared plus b is equal to 181, x is equal to 8. A and b are both positive integers greater than 1. Find the value of b. So we substitute x with 8. And we need to find the value of b. This will give me 64a plus b is equal to 181. Now, few things to keep in mind, that both a and b are greater than 1. The second thing is they are both positive. So a cannot be 1, but it could be 2. If I do 64 multiplied by 2, I'm going to get 128 plus b is equal to 181. B is equal to 181 minus 128, which is 53. Why did I not multiply and consider a as 3? If a is 3, I will get 192. And I shift to the other side, it will be 181 minus 192. It will give me b is equal to negative 11, but b is a positive integer. So that's why we substituted a with 2. Next, write down the other solution of the equation x squared plus b is equal to 181. One solution is x is equal to 8, the other will be negative 8. Whenever you have only a square, x square, and there is no other x there, if you get one answer as a positive, the other will be the negative of the same number. Question number 13, we have been given a circle with 4 points on it, and we have been told that AB is parallel to DC. An angle ACD is 32. Chords AC and DB intersect at E. Find the value of X. Because the lines are parallel, the angle DCE is going to equal the angle AAB. This is going to be 32 because if two lines are parallel, the opposite interior angles are equal. Next, we have, this is a radius and this is a radius. It means those two sides are equal. Same here, this is a radius and this is a radius. If two sides are equal, the opposite angles will also be equal, so this is going to be 32. Now to find x, we use the sum property of a triangle. When we add all the three angles, it equals to 180. So to find x, from 180 we subtract the two angles that we have. This will give us 116. That's the value of x. In question number 14, we have to find the inverse. F of x is equal to y, and we have to make x the subject. So shift the plus 2 to the other side. Now divide y minus 2 by 5. You got x. In place of x, write f inverse x, and in place of y, substitute x. This is one way of doing. The other way is, you can use either way. We know that y is equal to 5x plus 2. Some students prefer to shift the x and y now. Replace the y with x and x with y. Shift the plus 2, you're going to get negative 2. Divide by 5. And now, in place of y, we are going to write f inverse x. Choose the method that you're comfortable with. Question number 15. C is the point 5, negative 1, and D is the point 13, 15. Find the midpoint of CD. To find the midpoint of CD, we use the midpoint formula, which is we add the x values and divide by 2, add the y values and divide by 2. So 5 plus 13 divide by 2, and negative 1 plus 15 divide by 2. This will give us 9 and 7. Next, find the gradient of CD. To find the gradient, we use this formula, y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. You can also write y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's the same. So this is your x and this is your y, x and y. I'm going to choose this as my y1. So the gradient is equal to 15 minus minus 1. And then x1 is going to be 13 minus 5. What do we get here? We will get 2. So the gradient is 2. Question number C. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of CD. Give your answer in the form y is equal to mx plus c. To find the perpendicular bisector of a line, we need a few things. One, we need the midpoint. We already found the midpoint. Then we need the gradient. We found the gradient, but we will take the negative reciprocal of the gradient. And then we are going to use the formula. You can use either y is equal to mx plus c, if that's what you are learning, or you can use y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Before we proceed, do remember to share my video and like the video. If I've helped you, do leave a comment in the comment section. Let's continue. So our midpoint is 9 and 7. I will use y is equal to mx plus c. Choose any one point, this or this. I'm using the point D. 13 and I'm supposed to use the midpoint. Midpoint is 9 and 7 and the gradient is 2. So our gradient that we will use is the reciprocal 1 over 2 negative. I will show you with y is equal to mx plus c. In this case, we have everything. We need to find c. Y is 9, gradient is negative 1 over. Sorry for making mistakes. Y is 7, gradient is negative 1 over 2, and x is 9. Shift the negative 1 over 2, multiply by 9 to the other side. You will get plus 9 over 2. This will give us 23 over 2 is C. You can write it as a decimal or leave it in this form. Now we write the equation. We write y. We replace the m, which is negative 1 over 2x, and the c, if I write it in decimal form, it is plus 11.5. I hope it's clear to you. Write 0.621 as a fraction in its simplest form. 0.621, so the first thing is let x equal to 0.621. You see these two dots here? It means that these numbers are recurring. So if you want to write more numbers, it will be 21, 21, 21, like this. The first thing is we try to separate the recurring number and the number that is not recurring. We can do in this question by multiplying by 10. So we got 10x is equal to If I multiply by 10, this decimal shifts here. 6.21. Remember to put the two dots. Usually we subtract from 10x the x that is here. But here the number after the decimal, they are different. I have a 6 here, I got a 2 here. I need to get a 2. For that reason, I will need to multiply by 1000 because I need the decimal here. So there are 3 digits, therefore 1000. 1000x is equal to 621.21 recurring. From this one, we are going to subtract negative 10x. See, the numbers after the decimal, they are the same. So when we subtract, they're all going to cancel out. 1000 divided minus 10 is 990x is equal to 615. Shift the 990 to the other side. 615 divided by 990. This will give us 41 over 66. Question number 17. We have been given a triangle and the area of the triangle is 2143 with an acute angle marked x. We have also been given two sides. Work out the value of x. Now the area of the triangle is given to us, but we cannot use half times base times height because it's not a right angle triangle. So we need to use the formula area of a triangle is equal to half AB sine C, where A and B are the sides. So half times 92.5 multiply by 71 multiply by sine x is equal to the area 2143. Put the numbers in the calculator without the sign and we will get 3283.75 multiplied by sine x. Shift this to the other side, it will be written in the denominator as it's a multiply. So 2143 divided by 3283.75. You can either leave your answer like this and write x is equal to sine inverse the whole fraction and you will get the answer 40.73, which we can write as 40.7. Or if you find it more better to write the fraction as a decimal, this will give us 0.6526. And then you do the same thing. Write sine inverse 0.6526. You're going to get the same answer. Question number 18. Make x the subject of the formula. It's a 4-mark question and you should really know how to do these type of questions because algebra is very important. Making x the subject. The first thing, remove the x from the denominator by cross multiplication. Next, expand the bracket. So c multiplied by 2x is 2cx and c multiplied by negative 5 is negative 5c. Bring the x's on one side and shift the negative 5c to the other side. Remember to change the sign. The negative will become positive and positive negative. Now you want to make x the subject. So this x, think that you are factorizing it out because that is common. What are you left with? 2c minus 3 is equal to 5c. This is a multiply. Shift to the other side. It will be a divide. Write it in the denominator. And that's your answer. Question number 19. M is inversely proportional to the square of t plus 2. So first, M is equal to k over t plus 2 square. If it is inversely proportional, you write it like that. If it is directly proportional, you would have written it k multiplied by t plus 2 square. Okay, so that's the difference between the two. Now replace the m, which is 0.64, and t, which is 3. You're going to get 0.64 is equal to k over 25. Cross multiply 25 multiplied by 0.64 will give us 16. So the value of k is 16. Now you want to find the value of m when t is 8. We already have an equation and we needed to find k, the constant of proportionality, which we did, which is 16. T is 8, so 8 plus 2 square. Put this in the calculator and you will get 0.16. So m is 0.16. In the Venn diagram, shade the region A intersection B prime intersects C. I prefer to say not B so that you understand very easily. Intersects means what is common in A. This is your A. Here is your A and not B. Not B means it is not in B, it is outside B. So whatever is common in A and not B is this blue part. Okay? The remaining part and the outside of the circle. We found the first part. Now that intersects with C. So what is common in this and in C is this little part here. This shading, the black part, that is your answer. Number 21, solve the equation 5 sine x is equal to negative 3 for the range 0 to 360. You need to know the unit circle very well. This is all the trig identities are positive. Here only sine is positive, tan is positive, and cos is positive. When I write cos is positive, it means sine and tan are negative in that quadrant. First is theta, second is 180 minus theta, and third is 270 minus, 180 plus theta, and the last is 360 minus theta. I will try to put in a video for more in detail about this topic. Now we write 5 sine x is equal to negative 3. Shift the 5 to the other side. Then we write x is equal to sine inverse negative 3 over 5. We got negative 36.86. We round it 36.9. Now this is a negative. Where is sine negative? It is negative in this quadrant and this quadrant. Remember, we don't take the theta as negative. So theta we are going to write as 36.9. To get the values, the first value will be 180 plus 36.9, which is 216.9, and the other is 360 minus 36.9. Why minus? Because it's a minus theta. So minus 36.9, we will get 323.1. I hope it's clear to you. Write as a single fraction in its simplest form. What we are going to do here is we will cross multiply. So 5 multiplied by 2x minus 1 plus 4 multiplied by 3x plus 2. In the denominator we have 3x plus 2 and 2x minus 1. Okay, now expand the brackets. You will get 10x minus 5 plus 12x plus 8 over 3x plus 2. Do not expand the bracket in the denominator. 10x plus 12x will give us 22x, and negative 5 plus 8 is plus 3. And that's your final answer. Here we have bag A and bag B, each contain red sweets and yellow sweets. Anna picks a sweet at random from bag A and Ben picks a sweet at random from bag B. The probability that Anna picks a red sweet is 2 over 5. The probability that Anna and Ben both pick a yellow sweet is 1 over 10. Find the probability that Anna and Ben both pick a red sweet. Here the probability has been simplified for us. The probability of getting a red sweet is 2 over 5. Both Anna and Ben pick a yellow sweet. Before that, we need to find the probability of the yellow sweets. You know that total probability is equal to 1. So probability of getting a yellow is going to be 1 minus 2 over 5, which is 3 over 5. 3 over 5 of the total is equal to 1 over 10. Therefore, the probability total is equal to 3 over 5. When you move to the other side, you can write multiply by the reciprocal. We got 1 over 6. Now both of them picked a red sweet. So 2 over 5 multiplied by 1 minus the total probability of getting a yellow sweet. This will give us 1 over 3. That's the answer. I hope you understood. Thank you for watching.